Previously on The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky the Third. Ultra hard unlocked. Don't do it. Oh, you are such a cock. Oh my god, you are such a cock! And now back to... rapidly returning to the series! Hello! NicoB! Back with some more The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky the Third. When we last left off... okay, before I go beat up not Luve, let's go beat up these frickin' Sundors. And through the wondrous power of mini games. Well, first up, Lee showing that Gambler Jack was in fact a real dude, and so was Haley. Just having some good old poker and blackjack, can't go wrong with that. And these motherfuckers exist over in the Calvard region, so I better see their bitch ass eventually. And then finally, oh god damn it, fuck. Who wants to be a millionaire? Fuck you, Campanella, you sack of shit. You and your stupid questions. Like, how many times did Agate scratch his ass after his second fight with Luve? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying enough attention. With Campanella going so far as to give me 4 difficulties on this thing. But hey, I did it. I've proven I'm a supreme enough Trails weeb for this game. You happy? You happy now? And then we read the Dull Night series, which just felt like a good time to tackle it now. Just like Kevin did for those kids in FC, or SC. And it was good. I actually really liked it. Nice balance of drama, romance, and action, and I don't know, yeah, just like a very nice little self-contained story. And funny enough, you guys actually brought up, apparently this story actually originates before Trails in the Sky, because there were actually 3 other Legend of the Hero games that take place in an entirely different arc. I don't know if it's still like the same universe, because, I mean, people didn't tell me I had to start with those games, so I assume they don't matter to like the whole like journey of this. Of the Trails games, at least I guess. I don't know, I'm kind of curious. Why is it then, if those games existed, why didn't I start there? I'm just wondering. Is it just like nothing from those games has been brought up ever again? That's what I assume. Like those games have literally had no impact on anything from now other than maybe a little nod. Or they're like a totally separate universe or something. Or take like place like 100 billion years ago and none of it matters. But I think even then, I feel like if there was even a chance it actually was part of this, people would still have wanted me to play it. But nobody really brought it up. So I just assume that they just don't really matter. But apparently the Dull Night series of books was, I think, something you could find in those games. I'm guessing every Trails game has like collectible books. Even I wouldn't be surprised if all the later ones are the same thing. Like there's just some new novel to collect that tells out a complete story. Which, speaking of, last episode, Advanced Ragnite said, we finally have them all! Trails in the chest, 36 out of 36. So, this individual, like an absolute psychopath, has been actually writing out all the Trails in the chest and messages, as well as the 12 out of 12 one that I've been getting throughout the whole game. And apparently I got them all. I actually did find them all last episode when I went back and revisited. All the missing ones were there, so we didn't miss any. So if there was like an intermediary chest transition thing from like afternoon to night or morning to afternoon or whatever it was, we didn't really miss anything. At least not for the story bits. But every time this person has been updating, at least I think it was this person, I'm pretty sure this is the person, who was updating every single video with all the ones I found and forming the cohesive one. And so for this comment, they listed out all of them that we've come across. So I think this is probably the best time for us to read what we have uncovered together in order, in what is likely going to be the longest comment of the day ever. All right, with that, here we go, guys. Buckle your seatbelts. 1 out of 36. You remember reading the teaser in Trails in the Sky second chapter for Trails in the Chest, but you didn't feel like reading it then. Yet suddenly you have a craving for more. Trails in the Chest. This is the story of a chest so finely carved, words alone cannot hope to illustrate a worthy picture. Many have certainly made attempts, but each usurped the crown as a greater failure than the last. At best, most choose to describe its feature in simple terms. A dark cherry wood framed with a steel that was painstakingly etched end to end with fluorite. It is yet to be spoken of in legend, for its mother was a modest carpenter who carved it with no other purpose than to hold a confession. It was never meant for a grand display, but for a quiet, sincere love. My dearest Genevieve, the letter within began, the handwriting noticeably delicate and imperfect from what must have been nerves. I present 2 gifts, the chest of which there is no other and my love. Perhaps the second gift will be unwelcome, should it come to that. I would still dearly wish to be your friend. The days we spend in that shop are and will always remain precious no matter the answer. I ask you this, do you love me? I have the only key that locks the chest. Should you return, my love, I wish for us to meet once more in that shop, and together we will forever secure our love inside. I shall await your answer at midnight. From heart to yours, Jubilee. The story truly begins neither with Genevieve nor with Jubilee, but with the shop in the letter. Located in Bose, cramped between the two of the most popular shops on the block, was a tiny building. There was a time when it had the polish of its products. And oh, if only that continued to be the case. One might quip it had character now, but that was only the polite way of saying it was in shambles. The face greeted customers with an aged brick that had long eroded to the point of holes. The cracked windows, taped for stability and adorned with cobwebs and insect droppings, were repugnant. The place looked less like a shop and more like the newest secret playground for the local children, long abandoned after the passing of its owner. But no, to clarify, it was very much in business. Despite first impressions, it was as much of a shop as any other along the same street. A shop was still a shop even after it was no longer full to bursting with wealthy customers. Or any customers, really. Before it fell into such a state, its owner was known far and wide, even before the Orbital Revolution. He was a carpenter of unparalleled skill, and he was frequently commissioned to bring life to all manner of things. Buildings, furniture, instruments, wedding rings. No matter the job, he carved each and every piece handsomely, and each one showed more heart than the last. His passing brought great sorrows to all but one, his son, who was acutely aware that no one could surpass his father's talent. More than he despised carpentry, he despised the crushing weight of his father's name. Good riddance, the son coldly muttered as he turned the key to lock the shop. This would be the last time he would be forced to ever step inside. I'll bet I can fetch a pretty mirror for his tools at the market. Wow. The shop and its contents was now his to do with as he pleased, and as far as he was concerned, he would be a happier man if he had never to experience the nauseating smell of freshly cut wood ever again. His wife, however, disagreed. She was never on to keep quiet, a trait of hers he normally adored. And tonight she was no different than the usual as she voiced her concerns over dinner. Clack, clack, clack. The silverware played an awful musical number with every smack on their plates, each note ringing with a hint more irritation than the last. And I say we keep it, she said, her stiff tone implying that any other plans he dared to present would be, put it delicately, stupid. Think of all the history you're abandoning. 50 years. And for the 33 of those years, I hated that damn place. He snapped between chewing cuts of lamb. After swallowing, he added, who's going to run it? I sure ain't, and you're no carpenter. Sure, but selling it won't help you escape from your father's shadow. Ouch. There was that sharp tongue of hers. He really did adore it, when his old man wasn't the topic of discussion. We're keeping it. No, we aren't. That place is mine. I can do whatever I want with it. And what I want to do with it is wash my hands of the thing for good. He swallowed another healthy chunk of lamb, then clack, went his knife. You say to think about the history, but what about the mirror? Think about that. I'll bet we could go live it up at the casinos in Crosswell City for weeks off one brick. She sighed in a way that was half as frustrated, half disappointed. She never cared about money. Why would he try to win an argument with it? She could only say quietly in her mind, my husband is an idiot. With no particularly obnoxious clink, she set down her utensils, then glared at him with an uncomfortable firmness that would have Lesserman avert eyes in shame. She bit her bottom lip before asking, have you asked Jubilee what she wants? The son scoffed upon hearing Jubilee's name. His wife always had a habit of biting her lip before playing her ace in the hole, and there was no finer ace against him than their daughter's opinion. Oh, the Jubilee's the daughter. No, he mentally panicked. No. There was nothing in this world that would have him budge, not even sweet Jubilee, not this time. Or so he believed. There was a pause and noise after the question was raised, and seconds later, they both heard the flat-footed thumping of their daughter's steps coming towards him. Did you call Mom? Jubilee had turned 20 just last month. She was a clumsy girl with broad shoulders, a stunning height that dwarfed most women her age, and the widest, goofiest, but most sincere smile ever seen on Bose's streets. Her candor had won over everyone she met. She may have been an unusual sort, but she had won over both peers and elders alike. She was a source of pride for her parents, and that would never ever change. That was quite unfortunate for the son. A single glance at her, curious, simple old smile, and he knew he would cave to whatever she said. Doubly unfortunate since he also knew who she would side with. So, the son began cautiously, what would you say if I told you I was thinking of selling Grandpa's shop? That was how Jubilee, who adored her grandfather and took every chance to spend her days with him as a child, became the new owner of a little carpentry shop in Bose. Trails in the Chest, Part 1, end. But I say yes, I can only, maybe they end up getting more of these in later games. Also from chests, who knows? It does have a question mark, because we don't know, it doesn't actually say who Genevieve is. Cute. All right, next one. Dangling Healthotron. La 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 la, Hideko hummed, barely audible over the sound of the vacuum. Suddenly, ding dong went the doorbell. My, she explained. Who could that be? I'll be right there, she yelled, switching off the vacuum and running to the door. Hello, my name is Sato, and I'm going door to door with a special offer. We got some very Japanese names in this one. Oh my, Sato, is it really you? Sato was Hideko's senior in college, and belonged to the same club as her. Miss was a day chest. Oh shit, I actually did miss one. Never mind. Damn it. Hey, Hideko, nice to see you again. Would you like me to show you what I've got today? Hideko had always been a bit attracted to Sato, so her answer was unsurprising. Certainly, come on in. Hideko would listen to anything Sato had to say, but no one could know the horrible fate that awaited Hideko this day. 50 years later, the dangling healthatron swung limply in Hideko's house, forgotten and neglected. It had been purchased 50 years before, purely on Sato's recommendation. Each time Hideko reflected on these events, feelings of remorse would wash over her. If only I'd had the courage to refuse that door-to-door bargain all those years ago. But that would never have happened. Hideko would never have denied Sato back then. See, she didn't have much money in those days, yet she paid cash for the machine. And this was in spite of a messy divorce with her spouse eating up what little she had. Her children were taken from her as a result. Her life took a turn for the worse. Now she lived in a tiny one-room apartment and kept to herself most days. She wasn't sure why she sighed, probably just life catching up with her. Then suddenly, ding dong, the cheap chime of her doorbell echoed through the empty apartment. Who's there? Hideko didn't even wait for an answer. She just flung the door open without a care. And there, standing before her, was to be continued or never to continued. This is a weird one. This is like weirdly depressing. So she buys this thing that she I guess is useless and just spends all of her money, loses her original house or whatever, loses her kids, loses her spouse, and then it's 50 years later, and then what? Did Sato come back and then potentially it's go, my bad? Interesting. Depressing though. I don't know if I like that one as much. The other one was cute though, and hopefully it gets continued. I don't also want this one to just get the 12 one to have a 13, just where it's it was Sato, and he's like, my bad. She's like, okay, and they lived happily ever after. And she got her kids back somehow. The end. Well, there we have it, guys. We did it. We fucking did it. We ever had the Trials of the Chest, and it's 2 separate weird stories. So Advanced Ragnite, thank you so much for compiling all of these random chest messages into one cohesive story. And is that reason you are comment of the day? Holy shit. Longest comment of the day ever. That's definitely got to be a record. All right, I got to bring up something. Apparently you guys got a little too crazy last episode with spoilers. So I need to remind you again, please, for the love of God, dang it. You guys, please, watch the video or look at the thumbnail before you comment. I can already take a good guess as to why people freaked out about that. Simply for the fact that the title of that video was The Most Evil Door, and I assume people thought I was talking about something else that I haven't come across yet. That's my best guess. Am I in the ballpark? For those of you in the know. Well, I put Caponella on the fucking thumbnail, okay? So you have nobody else to blame but yourselves. Before you come in here, seriously, apparently the mods were it's fucking crazy, it's hell out here. People are dying, there's chaos in the streets. So please, truly, I like that you're excited, guys, but just wait, make sure that happens before you start commenting. And if you did see that and you knew that ahead of time and you were hinting at it, don't do that. Don't hint at things that have yet to come, as I said before, please, or we will ban you if you continue to repeat it. I've had to ban a few people, not a ton. We've been generally pretty lenient about it, but if I keep continuing to get repeat cases from the same fucking people, I definitely will. So please be considerate, because I don't want to be spoiled. I don't think other people in the comments want to be spoiled either. This is why we have that rule. All right, so you guys did also remind me that I technically haven't done the arena, the second arena. So I should go ahead and just do that. Let's get that out of the way before we move on. Also, people say I should just bring Annalise for whatever reason. So sure, all right.
Good day, it's nice to see you. Would you like to participate again? Oh, it's an invitation I see. Can I drop it and hand it over?
Here you go, bro.
Thank you. You may now challenge the hard arena whenever you see fit.
Okie dokie. Hard arena. Let's do it. Oh, that's right. The fucking JoJo title screen here.
Here's some dogs and some soldiers.
Something we've all been waiting for. Tonight, 4 new warriors will be stepping up to the plate, challenging the hard arena. Let's get straight to introducing our first fighter, shall we?
I'm kind of surprised people asked specifically for Anna Lace for the arena. It's not like there's any story in this bit, or it doesn't seem to be.
Father Kevin Graham of the Septian Church Girls Ritter. Red corner, we got the Team Black Jaegers. First round begin!
Okay. It's going to end with me fighting Cassius or some shit. Or me mega pissed. Ooh, I haven't seen this move yet. Lost Mobius. Crush foes to pace with Warp Space. And then Dark Matter EX. High pressure space attracts and crushes foes. Well, that's cool. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Shazam!
Oh yeah, it does just bring their asses together. Boom, bitch.
Shazam!
Dead. Enemy terminated. Okay. That was fine.
Match decided. Winner is Father Graham's team.
Huzzah! Now here's a bunch of robots. How the fuck do these sign up for anything?
Let's get some of this momentum. Be fighting the second round. Father Graham, yeah. We got 13 factories manufactured team Rainfall Gold.
Okay. Fight! An orgasm made by the 13 factories. His armor is exceptionally tough. Ain't gonna fucking stop me, bitch. Holy shit. This fucking sight. Fucking just hit everybody. Blah, 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 blah. Holy shit. Finish him, Joshua. Blah, 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 blah.
That's that thing.
Explosions everywhere. Ooh, kitty slippers. I think that's the ones that make you like super fast, right?
So where's Father Graham's team again? Woo!
Oh my god, I'm fighting the fucking... What? You're gonna make me fight the Derpy Dragon? No, not the Derpy Dragon! He's my friend, I love him. Hi, how's it going? Say I wasn't in your imagination at all. And then he brought us weird seahorse friends. This is the final round?
Let me introduce our final teams. Blue corner, we help Father Graham led by the Septian Church Grails Ritter. The Team Baby Dragon.
What the hell?
Fight!
Why do I need to bring Ann Lace again? Is she gonna comment and we're fighting this dragon? Even though she wasn't part of that story anyway? What the fuck? Why is this seahorse demon have 20,000 health? Tiny Ragnar? A young dragon that resembles Ragnar. Attacks with tackles in 3 breaths. You think there's gonna be some deep shit like this is like either Ragnar's son, probably most likely thing, right? Or it's actually like Ragnar and as an actual baby. Somehow. I don't know. Did Ragnar have a wife? Is there dragon wives? Is that even a thing? Ow! Oh, he's got impede. Cannot give me status effects. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. Blind is fine. On her, at least. My god, their attack takes like 10 minutes. Shazam! Ah! No more of you. Blah, 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 blah. No, you killed my seahorse friends! Okay. We're good. Oh, wait, there's still one left.
I got dibs, brah!
All right. Oh, stop nuking me! Ah! Ow! Oh, fuck you guys! Die! Die! All right, there we go. The Derpy Dragon is defeated. And peace was returned to the land. Ah, me dead!
That's it, but where's Father Graham's team? They've done it. Father Graham's conquered the Heart Arena.
Huzzah!
Congratulations to all of you on your victory. That really was quite a show of skill. Your matches were a joy to watch. These are but a small token of my appreciation for putting up in such a fine show.
Spiritual. $10,000.
Now we're in the right to challenge the Nightmare Arena.
Oh, of course, we're not done.
Still need an invitation in order to do so, however. Should you find one, please come back here.
Oh, I don't think I have one. I don't think. It is not possible to take on the Nightmare Arena. Enter the door with the required arm and allow you to challenge it. I don't need analyze for that. And no, I do not have it yet. All right, people say I should bring Estelle here for this next fight. Like, it's totally not Louve. Understandably so. Oh yeah, what's spiritual? Receive less magic damage, more physical damage. That's pretty whatever. I mean, I guess, could I put both of the, actually, I guess you could put both these on, it would probably negate each other, but they don't even really give you that much like Sepith anyway, so it's kind of not worth it. All right, here we go. This is probably going to be quite difficult. Time to fight Louve yet again. I mean, not Louve. Totally, definitely not. Absolutely, totally not Louve. Farewell Arena.
Where are we?
Looks like our friends prepped in Arena to have our final battle in. Seems that way. You could sense someone waiting for us right at the top of the staircase. Someone really powerful. Let's go. Wonder who it could possibly be. Oh, it's way up here.
Welcome, orphan of a lost village. Greetings also to you, one who seeks atonement for his past transgressions, a stigma forever at his back.
It's Louve with a cool claw hand. Sorry for the wait.
Congratulations on moving your pieces this far across the game board. Should you defeat me, the final guardian, the end of this plane will finally be in sight. Of course, that is a very big if. Can I ask you one thing before we begin? Oh? Why? Why do you wear that mask and hide your face from us? Ha! What a foolish question. Because that is the will of my lord. What other reason could there possibly be?
The real one. The reason for being here is that the Lord of Phantasma wanted you to be. I don't doubt that. But you hiding your face from us isn't their will at all. Enough with the lies, dummy! Joshua. Like, literally everyone here knows who this guy is. It's not doing anything.
Joshua.
You all knew, huh? Sorry. My own inability to face reality has only made things harder for everyone. Hey, don't try and shoulder all the blame for this yourself. I think we all had our doubts. I know I did.
Yeah, Kevin's right. Figured it out from the mowing net. Dude, I knew this like fucking before I even came here. I just couldn't bring myself to say it.
You seem to think you've worked something out, but I haven't got the faintest idea as to what. If you're so sure you're right, why not go ahead and say it? That is, if you feel you honestly have the resolve to do so.
I won't.
You won't?
Why state the obvious when I'll see for myself after cracking that mask to bits anyway? What matters most right now is if I can't defeat you, there's no future for any of us. So right now, I'm just going to leave who you really are out of the equation. Not because I'm afraid to face the truth or because I don't know what to do in the face of it. But because I must and will defeat you and overcome this trial before me. You're a hell of a stand-up guy, Joshua.
I'm so proud of you. Heck yeah, I'm in. I suppose it on my plane backup.
I didn't think that was all it took to get your fighting spirit back. Very well. Then, do as you will. Defeat me and break this mask.
Louve, you just like fucking grew your hair out too. Oh no, you're summoning that thing too? Ah, shit. Oh, this might be really hard. Black Dragon. Here we go.
My name is Schwartzritter, rider of the Black Dragon and guardian of the Abyss. And in accordance with my pact with the Lord of Phantasma, I shall act as your next trial.
Let the battle begin! Right. You got it. Oh, fuck me. The demon's flames. Ow, that was actually a pretty short one. Still hurt though. Oh, did it miss me? I think he missed me. I'm totally okay with that though. Anyway, my turn. How much health do you have? A lot. Almost 80k. A swordsman with a strange mask uses powerful arts. D Phantom. Black archaism made by Ouroboros using ancient tech as reference. Its firepower is insane. It's fucking insane. Okay, so we all need to be healed. All right, let's go for the big robot first. Get in a cell. Damn, fucking hell. Still, that is some damage. All right, so we're all gonna be fucking. Uh-oh. A canceler, which means I'm about to lose that. Yep. All right, try to stop me this time, bitch. She's got the time gem on, so she's fast as fuck, boy. Pretty sure clock down is not gonna work on these guys. The further in I've gotten to this game, the less it's been effective. Ow! Oh, everything you do does that now, huh? Okay, give it to him. All right, not gonna lie. Hurt a little bit. Hurt a little bit. Smack. Oh, 1 damage. Take that, Luve. Look at this guy waddling over here. Oh, yeah, give everyone Zodiac. Let's go. Yeah, the time gem, even though it makes it so she does less damage, it is still very good for support stuff, which you guys also point out. Okay, this might be a good time to potentially put up this before you do whatever the hell you're about to do. Oh, you getting ready to do something. Except no, you ain't, bitch. That's right, I can do it too. Hey, don't immediately just jump back to doing it again. Joshua doesn't have a fucking impede move. We're supposed to do this shit. Is there anything I can use in here that actually can impede? No. I have a feeling this delay, AT delay isn't going to do anything either, though. Nope. Silver, oh, god damn it. Ha! Does this work? Didn't work on the robot, so this is going to hurt you. Ow. We are so buffed out. Look at this. Everybody's got everything up. So fucking cracked. I don't know if there's actually a thing that gives us more, that buffs out our magic attack damage. I think there's only one for like, yeah, strength and defense. So that's actually not magic attack, right? So this does work on the robot. Boom, bitch. All right, die. Blah. All right, now don't like bring him back from the dead, please. Oh, okay.
Arise.
Okay, it's just a fake that has a bunch of health.
Potter Mutter, bitch! This is a big robot!
What the fuck? Fuck you, dude. Stop it. Stop summoning more of yourself. Oh, that was big damage. Die! Ha!
Not bad.
Actually was not as bad as Cassius, to be honest. Supreme Heartbreak, hell yeah. And Fred finally learned Chain 3. And Supreme Evil Eye. The Blade Lord's Emblem. Break that mask. Who could it possibly be? Oh my god, no way! It was actually Luve the whole time, guys! Oh my god! I don't believe it!
Congratulations, you did as you said you would. You broke my mask.
We were right then. It really is you. Like at the moment I saw this bitch, I was just like, yeah, it's Luve. I feel like they weren't even trying to be coy about it.
I never thought I'd be so lucky to see you again. Not that I can imagine this reunion has much meaning for you at this point.
You have no idea. Interesting. So he was also just like a ghost. Just like everyone else has been, like we've been fighting up to this point. Like, you know, that wasn't the real Philip, that wasn't the real Cassius and everything. So he's just not the real Luve, which I guess makes sense. Because the real Luve is fucking dead. I was scared, I think. I might have been given the chance to meet you again, but I knew from the start it was going to be short-lived. I knew I'd have to go through the pain of losing you a second time, so I tried to pretend I had no idea who you were to avoid it. That's why you ended up with that mask. It was my own weakness and an inability to face up to the truth. Oh. It was his desire to see him again. And he had a mask because of that desire, but also a fear. Interesting. So who the hell then, like, who of our group wanted to see Philip really bad? Who wanted to see Philip, like, super bad that he showed up here?
Right. Precisely that. I was summoned within this world to act as the final strongest guardian. That much you already know. It was the Lord of Phantasma who called me, but they weren't the one who decided I should wear this thing. That was likely all of you. This world change is a result of one's thoughts and desires. It's not at all impossible for that to be the case.
I guess, okay, so he's still called here. I guess it's just Philip was just called here. So it's not like they were necessarily here because of the desire from anyone specifically. This was specific. Okay, I guess it's how that works. It's just like they're just called here by the Lord of Phantasma, but they exist in some way, right? It still seems like it is coming from a desire of some kind, right? From the people around us. I guess it's just from maybe like people wanting to see. I don't know, man. I don't understand the lots about some of this shit. I'm like, why the fuck ghost people are here and doing this and that? And I don't fucking know, man. It's like some Kingdom Hearts like bullshit of trying to explain like heart of the cards, may your heart be your guiding keys, stuff. The fucking that's Sora. That's why you have to play a fucking children's card game in order to make your way through Castle Oblivion. Don't think about it too much.
I thought so. Now, thanks for your efforts. My job here is finally done. To tell you the truth, with that dragon to support me, I didn't actually expect you to win.
I barely did, with everyone here by my side at that.
Well, working with others to achieve a goal isn't a sign of weakness. You become a lot stronger too, Estelbright. I'm impressed. You've still got some way to go before you can equal your father, though.
No doubt. I won't go there by rushing things. Just gotta keep at it one step at a time. As long as I have Joshua, I'm sure I'll get there eventually.
Stel.
I hope you will. As for you, Ren, never even had the chance to say goodbye to you the first time, did I? I'm sorry. I wouldn't have chosen to leave you that way.
It's not your fault. Besides, if you and Joshua hadn't stepped in and saved me, I'd still be alone today. So, I'm not mad. I'll always be grateful to you.
Thank you.
I think she's probably referring to when she joined Ouroboros then, right?
Under any circumstances, I'd ask for you to pat my head one last time. But those clothes of yours look like they kind of hurt, so maybe it's best if you don't.
Sorry there, you too.
Yes, I can't. Joshua, why did you imagine me with a giant savage claw hand? I don't know, man. I'm kind of just a big anime weeb, and I thought it was cool.
So, Kevin Graham, can you finally have complete confidence in your theory?
Yep, every last shred of doubt in my mind is gone. I'll make sure everyone you care about gets home safe and sound. You can count on me, Luve.
In that case, count on you I shall. I think this goes without saying, but the Lord of Phantasma is no ordinary foe. This won't be easy for you, but don't mistake what you need to do.
Thanks. I'll take the warning to heart. Guess this is it, huh?
Yeah, my disappearing is very dramatic. I'm afraid so. I can finally return to where I belong. In hell!
Yeah. I delivered your sword to Karen, by the way.
Thank you. Don't worry about us. We'll be resting in peace. Together. Well, Joshua.
Yeah?
Goodbye, Luve.
Aw, there she is! I wish they had a nice farewell this time instead of like a super depressing, soul-crushing one.
Luffy? Joshua,
I'm fine. This was always how it was going to end. Besides, the last time I lost him, all I did was act like a child who couldn't let go and worry him in his final moments. And this time I was actually able to properly say goodbye.
yeah, I'm really glad.
Well, I've done what I needed to now. I'll leave everything to you now, Kevin. No problem. Now we defeated the final guardian. The path along the scenic route should now be open. Let's head on over. The one leading to the royal villa, right? Got it. Cool. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da, 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 da. Oh. Hey. Where did the warp circle go? Whoa. Oh. Hi. What? Well, that's foreboding. Actually, thinking about it, it's possible it was this door that was here first, and the warp appeared later and took its place. That would make sense. Another star door. I think we only got 2 more of these. All is one and one is all begins with one, and in the end it returns to one. Only when you have released all of the other doors shall this one open. Oh, okay. Really? Well, that's one more door. So, you know, just hang tight there, buddy. All right, and I think for this, people said when proceeding for this next one, just have Reese in here, which is good, because I feel bad excluding her. Whew. Okay, I think it's about time I got moving. Next up is the 7th plane, right? By the way, Olivier, when we arrived in the Empire, Hamel wasn't sealed off anymore. Heard that it had been done on your orders, too. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thinking nothing of it. We are soulmates, you and I. I only did what was natural. Still, if you truly wish to thank me, do it with less with sweet words and more with your ever sweeter lips. Oh, for God's sakes, Olivier. You might be a member of the Imperial family, but if anything, I think that would make it even harder to raise the issue of Hamel. So I really do appreciate you doing what you did. Well, you're right. With my position, I can't even get close to the place without leaving an endless number of scandals in my wake. Were it up to me, I'd go and place an offering of flowers there. But alas, I'm going to have to leave that to you. Sitting here, I can't help but think about the ancients who lived in the Liberarch during its heyday. I can't pretend to be an expert on why this paradise caused ruin by granting people's wishes, but I still believe people have the right to wish for their dreams to come true.
Is that an empty glass I spy, Olivier? This won't do it all. But should I pour you another one?
Please, no! Any more of my conscience will escape me! Damn you, devil woman!
Joshua really has gotten a whole lot tougher and more dependable since he started that journey, by the looks of it. I'm sure he still has plenty of room for improvement. The same applies to all of us. I'm certainly no exception. You big dummy. I gotta cheer you up, and yet you've picked yourself up and dusted yourself off. You can lean on me once in a while, you know? Having a big sister has its perks.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I really am fine, though. If anything, right now, I'm actually grateful to the Lord of Phantasma. Thanks to them, I was actually able to say what I couldn't back on the Liberarch.
Kinda like how I felt when I was able to meet Mom again through Lucio's illusion then. Well, hope Luve's up there with Karen feeling just as peaceful as we do now.
Yeah. Aw.
Looking at this water kind of reminds me of the pond behind our house, actually. You know, we soaked back there when we were kids.
Ren reacted. Oh, just ellipses is all I had to say. Oh, Ren.
Oh, good evening. It's a lovely night, isn't it? It's a shame we can't see the moon from here, but the stars are pretty enough to make up for that. Ren? I've got a really neat idea, actually. It's not often you have this many strange people in one place. So how about we all go and play hide and seek in the really black glorious? Does this sound exciting? The stars are also pretty. It just seems the moon. They make it even lovelier.
No matter how much I think on it, I can't find an answer. The Lord of Phantasma is the reason all of this is happening. What are they trying to achieve? They have control of a world that can grant humanity's every wish. What else could they want from it?
I mean, to be honest, I think Kevin's gonna tell us now, right? He said if once he figured out for sure, he would tell everybody. So once we go to the 7th plane, that's probably what he'll tell us.
Hey, take it easy. Everyone needs a rest from time to time, you know. Come on, have a drink of this and take a load off. So, you gotta say farewell, Joshua?
Yeah, thanks. I'm impressed you worked that out without me saying anything, Chloe. You're too sharp for your own good.
Hardly.
That's cute. So this is a reaction because she wasn't there to see it, right?
You just look like a huge burden's been lifted from your shoulders, that's all. Gotta give it away to me. Sorry, Josette. I've always had this habit of getting really engrossed in things when I'm doing them.
Yeah, because she's been trying to figure out how the logic of this world is.
It seems like we're finally able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now we just need to keep walking towards it, for the sake of everyone we know, including those no longer with us because of the Oriole. Let's see what the 7th plane has in store for us, shall we?
Well, that's just my personal belief. I will never have a chance to find out if it's right. I can't help but feel that the 2nd Lieutenant Lorentz may have admired the Colonel on a personal level, too. I don't have any hard evidence to back up my belief, of course. Just call it instinct.
Called him Lorentz, funny. Ha! Can't sit around idly now. Not when I have work to be doing. The time to take on the Lord of Phantasma and bring all this to an end seems to be almost upon us, too. We're almost there. Now we defeated the Schwarzritter, we should have taken all the enemy's pieces. What remains to settle the score with the Lord of Phantasma. Girls down here hanging out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, only a part of the story, but I think Louvet must have always wanted a chance to probably say goodbye to Joshua, too. I'm happy he was finally given that chance, and that Joshua was able to say a proper goodbye to him, too. I'm sure Joshua's just as happy in his own way.
I am, thank you, I'm over here.
Yeah, me too. Indeed. I'm glad Ren was able to say goodbye to him as well. It's a shame, huh? Never expected to hear something like that from you. Nevertheless, I appreciate the sentiment, bitch. Perhaps now you have. You could read him a story from the Testaments? It would be my pleasure. Perhaps this would be a good time to read a story from one of the Testaments. I'm a sister of the church, after all. Okay, so I'm not really sure on the details of what happened, but I know one thing for goddamn ding-dong doodly sure. You're looking a lot brighter and more positive now, Joshua.
Really? Again, all this probably would have been different if you had brought them with you, right? She'd probably been like,
man, it was so fucking hot. Seeing you and Louvet make out after the fight, that's a good way for two bros to just fucking make up.
That's not what happened, Elise.
Oh, I think I might have passed out and dreamed it. Sounds pretty awesome.
Really? Thanks.
That goes for you too, Estelle. Really? I'm so happy for you.
Hope Annalise comes back, man. Hope she's not. This is like the last time we see her, because she's just. I like her a lot. She's just such fucking Ashina energy and I love voicing her.
Only no part of the story, but I think Louvet must always want a chance to probably say goodbye to Joshua and to Ren too. Maybe.
Funny enough, there's actually no one on this side today. Nobody wanted to sit down in this little library anymore. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and switch out. Reese.
Let's go.
They want to keep Ren. She's been pretty helpful. All right, back to the Urbe Scenic Route. One final time. Potentially.
Missed.
Well, once again, we're in for some fun times up ahead. No telling what it could be. But we'll have to take a walk through here eventually. Just take a deep breath and step inside, I guess. All right. Where are we at this time?
Where?
I knew it. Where are we now? Doesn't look like the Urbe Royal Villa, at least. Oh, you're right. I think a new place.
Wait, isn't that the church's emblem? Kevin.
Welcome to Astor House, place where Reese, Rufina, and I grew up together. Oh, new shit! New location! The Guardian's Trials. Ooh. Cool. All right, well, it's still too early to end here, so let's keep going, man. Is this the last chapter? It probably is. I think this is probably the moment of truth and justice. Is it the 7th plane as well? Chapter 7 just starts right in. Chapter 7, The Distant Flames. Ooh, and music too. It's Christmas, guys.
This is only a copy of Astor House, yes? But it looks so...
Yeah, I can barely bring myself to accept it's not the real thing. Everything from the feel of the earth underfoot to the smells in the air, just like the real thing.
Yeah.
So this is where the two of you grew up. Judging by the emblem at the entrance, I take it this is a facility operated by the Septian Church. That's right. It's what was called a gospel facility. Think of them as a cross between an orphanage and a monastery. I see. So that means you're... Well, no reason to dance around it, so yep, I'm an orphan. And how I came to be here is a story best saved for another day. Feels weird being back here again, though. It's been about 5 years.
5 very long years.
Well, anyway, we're bound to find some kind of clue as to how to get the 7th plane somewhere in here. You guys up for having a look around the area with me?
Yeah, let's go.
Got a totally new map. I like that. That's not like, fucking random space maze. What's this room? Dining hall?
This is the living room, where we used to have all our meals.
Just don't make the mistake of thinking it was a warm place like Mercy Orphanage. The matron here was a stubborn old sister who was as strict as could be. Every mealtime we had to pray so much that our stomachs had given up on getting fed by the end of it. We got yelled at for the tiniest thing. That sounds like about what you'd expect from a church-run orphanage, though, I suppose. Interesting, all these reactions from Ren. It's not saying anything either.
You deserved it all, in my opinion. You never did as you were told, and caused her nothing but grief.
Okay, I'll admit that's probably accurate, but still. Some good old lore kitchen. Ooh, bread! Probably magical, fake bread. It's just actually air I'm eating. As you could probably guess, this right here is the kitchen. This is where the older children in the facility did the cooking. It was also Reese's favorite place to sneak into whenever she had a hankering for some food.
Kevin!
Which is all the time.
Kevin!
There's a sight I can hardly imagine.
E-O-Q! Please don't take everything he says at face value.
Well, anyway, this was always Rufina's turf back when she was still here. She was always out here around mealtime making food for me, Reese, and the other kids. After she left, Reese and I took over her position.
That brings back memories. Of course, then you left too, leaving me to handle it all alone. The mere thought aggravates me. In fact, I think you should whip up something right now to make up for your selfishness.
Yes, ma'am. I'll make you something. Later. Maybe we're outside of space and time.
The only thing less reliable than a promise with later attached to the end is one said by you. I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Man, no faith in me, huh? Oh, Kevin, you silly Billy, you. We got upstairs.
This was the matron's room. No one's here now, though.
Yeah. By the way, Reese, how is the matron these days?
She's fine. Her injuries weren't lasting. She hasn't had the energy she used to ever since retiring, unfortunately.
Injuries?
She really wanted to see you again, Kevin.
She did, huh? This is probably where they stayed. Where the kids stayed. This here's the kids' bedroom. I slept here back when I was first taken in before graduating to the boys' bedroom.
You never really did mix well with the other children. Rufina had such a hard time trying to get you to make friends with them. It was a real ordeal for her, you know?
Yeah, I know. I was like a little hedgehog who didn't want to let anyone get near her back then. I feel sorry for everyone who had to put up with me. I'm still amazed he even bothered trying to be friendly.
Well, I knew you were only playing tough. Like that time with Rufina and the chocolate.
Stop. We're not hearing that story here.
Ooh, now I'm really curious.
Yeah, that's the one where she fucking made out with him. And then he called her a P word. This is the boys' bedroom where I slept until I was about 10 years old. Technically, the boys and girls weren't supposed to enter one another's bedrooms. They never stopped Reese here from doing it all the time, though.
What he neglects to mention is that it was his fault I did so. What else was I supposed to do when he slept in every morning? He was on cleaning duty.
Well, you could have just knocked on the door until I got up.
But then I'd disturb the other boys who were sleeping, which would have been unfair. They were the ones shirking their duties. It was 100% your fault.
Fine, whatever you say. And then the girls' side. This here's the girls' bedroom. The place where Rufina spent her nights. Same for you eventually too, Reese.
I even used to sleep with her from time to time. Her bed was always cozy and smelled really nice. It was much nicer than sleeping in my own. After she left here, her bed became mine. I bet you were jealous.
You bet. I was at the time, I'll admit.
Oh, I thought you'd be a bit more flustered than that. I shouldn't have bothered saying anything.
Give me a break. He didn't think, he was just like, oh yeah, like I was jealous of the bed or whatever, like, and then she's like, I was like fucking with you, you were supposed to fall for it and get all like pissed off about it. He's like, I don't think he even realized what she meant. Then he was like, oh. That was kind of funny, actually. Okay, over here. Door is stuck fast and doesn't have a keyhole.
Why wouldn't it open? This is a side entrance that only opens from the inside. We can't get in from the outside.
Yeah, if we want to get into the chapel, we're gonna have to go through the front. And also, that's the only place that triggers the cutscene. We can't come through this side and not trigger the cutscene. Ran. See the girl? There's an empty well. We used to get our drinking water out of here. We had no fancy oil pumps either. We did it all using good old-fashioned bucket with string attached. It was a nightmare.
Tell me about it. We would go out on winter mornings and come back with our hands numb and red raw. But looking back on the whole experience now, it was fun in its own way.
I guess it was. Put hair on your chest, right? It's a very Christmassy feeling area, right? Even the music is kind of... Door's also locked. Figures.
Is it locked?
Yeah. Well, whatever. We can keep poking around. Did I miss a key somewhere? I assume it was just like something I need to examine. I probably have to see all the cutscenes or whatever, right? Bro, I feel like I've looked everywhere. Checking all the plants. I'm looking for like any examinable objects or anything, but I'm not finding anything. Okay, I had to look it up. This is kind of stupid. So apparently, I have to go in this room and then I have to exit through this door. Fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid, game. I guess they just couldn't possibly trigger this cutscene from exiting the other door.
There's no sign of anything in there. Our last hope seems to be the chapel.
So it seems, yeah. Our last hope seems to be exiting this one particular fucking door.
What is it, Kevin?
Hey, Reese. You were the one responsible for cleaning the chapel that day, right?
What day?
On Asta's house's final day, when Rufina died.
Oh.
You don't think... That was what I was told when I went to visit the matron afterward, at least. Well, were you?
Yeah, I was. Why?
I thought so. Check your pockets, Reese. I'm pretty sure the chapel key's in one of them.
Huh?
Reese began checking the pockets of her habit. Eventually, she found an old brass key. Was there the whole time.
Can't be.
Ah.
That makes sense, I guess. This is just another manifestation of this world's ability to make thoughts into reality.
Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure you'd find it in there. But in all the other areas of this on this plane, there was always a reason to take the person we needed with us. This just goes to show that you really were meant to come here, Reese.
But, no. As disbelieving as I am, this is definitely the chapel's key.
Did you even come here without Reese? I almost wonder. Or maybe you'd come here and then she'd be like, probably should show this to Reese or something, right?
Suppose all we can do right now is just try and go inside.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Door's locked. Before we go in here, Reese, there's something I should warn you about. Once you step through that door, there'll be no going back. You're going to find out the truth about what happened that day. All of it. And you won't like it. Are you sure you're ready for what you're about to find? Use the key.
I'm more than ready. All these years, I've never been quite able to accept what happened here. The life I thought I knew just suddenly came to an end, with all of us getting moved to other places. And I still don't even know why. I even tried to come back here just before beginning my training to become a squire, but it had already been demolished. I've been ready for a long time. I want to know the truth. And more than anything, I feel like knowing will let me get closer to you and Rufina.
Okay. Let's head on in then.
Right.
Kevin, should the rest of us stay outside for now? No. Actually, I prefer if you came in with me. This is relevant to you guys too, in a sense. Interesting. How would it be relevant to them? Other than just, knowing more about Kevin. It all started 5 years ago. A Jaeger Corps someone had hired took this place over out of nowhere. By the way, how much do you remember of that day, Reese? Just so I know.
I just remember a group of men in black forcing their way through the gate and charging in here. They tied everyone up, took the matron up to the second floor.
So, okay, I think wait, was this the thing we last saw with Kevin where he was like outside the building or something? Like people were attacking? Yeah, I think that was, right? But Rufina wasn't even supposed to be here, I don't think, right?
And then...
Next thing you knew, you were in a bed in the hospital in town, right? After what you found out that Rufina and I had come to rescue everyone. And that she had died in the process. Yeah, okay. So Rufina had also shown up, apparently, I guess after Kevin. That about right?
Mm-hmm. Just what happened, Kevin? All I've heard is that it was the work of someone who opposed the church.
I'm assuming the one responsible, right? For like Rufina's death is going to be like the Lord of Phantasma, essentially.
But I haven't had a chance to meet you since then, much less to ask you about it.
So I can't imagine just be a bunch of Jaegers, right?
I tried asking Instructor Selmat, but she wouldn't say a word.
That doesn't surprise me. The Grassrooter's commander can't admit this orphanage was being used as a smokescreen for an artifact that needed sealing away. Oh.
It... what?
Secret door? Here we go.
Secret passage, huh?
Pretty cool, right?
Wait! If there was an artifact here, you don't mean...
Yep. Below here is a primal ground used to seal artifacts away. Just like the one under Gransell Cathedral. Ah. Time to walk down the endless staircase and talk about stuff, right? I'm sure you remember the day it all happened. Rufina and I were due to come back here for the first time in a while. We both come from different places. We've been sent. So we wanted to meet you in town and come the rest of the way here together. But then a train was delayed, leaving me in town to wait for her alone. That was when I got word of what happened. Yeah. All I could think was that you and the other kids were in danger, so I decided to try and take the Jaegers out here alone. They weren't all that experienced, so fighting them wasn't even hard for a squire like me. Before long, I was able to disable them all and free the matron and the other kids. Or so I thought. You were nowhere to be seen. I asked the other kids where you were. They told me one of the Jaegers had taken you somewhere else, and that you were unconscious. I looked frantically all over trying to find you before eventually stumbling across this place. As for how, remember how you didn't have your ribbon in your hair when you woke up, Reese?
I do? And what does that have to do with anything?
I found that ribbon in front of the secret passage we'd just gone through. And there were new footprints near it too. Made it easy to find the entrance.
Oh.
Anyway, after getting in here, I made my way down this staircase in pursuit of the Jaeger that had taken you.
How'd the Jaeger know this shit was here?
Hey Reese, do you remember what I was like back when you first met me?
Yeah? I was still young at the time, but it's as fresh as if it were only yesterday.
I was an asshole.
You looked like you'd been swallowed by blackness, like there wasn't a single thread of hope bound to you. It was scary. I kept wondering what must have happened to you, what you must have seen to make you end up that way.
What must have happened to me, huh? Rufina seemed like she knew. Before I met you, I killed my mom. What? Maybe killed isn't the right expression. It's not like I directly did it. I still let her die, though. I still got a responsibility for what happened. What the hell? Growing up, it was basically me and my mom for the most part. My father showed his face from time to time, but not that much. From what I understand, he had another family elsewhere. But even without him, she did her best to look after me on her own. I loved her dearly. Kids in the neighborhood used to make fun of me for how I talked, which I got from her. But I just beat them up most of the time. Damn! Beat the shit out of them. She was always kind. She loved cooking and, yeah, thought the world of her. When I was 7, my father, who had all the money in the world, chose to abandon her. At the best of times, she was always a frail person. And after that, she grew more and more despondent. Her health suffered. I tried everything a kid could do to cheer her up. Nothing I did worked. And during one winter's day when she must have been finally had enough, she came over while I was sleeping and tried to strangle me. Holy shit. What? Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, Kevin. I failed as your mother. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired. At least this way. At least this way. The two of us can.
Jesus God Almighty. I guess you figured that if we were both going to suffer, might as well take the easy way out as a family. But I wouldn't let her take me with her. Before I knew what I was doing, I pushed her aside and ran barefoot out into the snow. I wandered around for a while after that. Couldn't understand what had happened or what she'd been trying to do. Eventually, I could feel myself getting hungry. Thought that maybe she'd been able to clear her head. Made my way back home, nervous as could be, and... Jesus. Sorry for making you listen to all this. Still, I think that's probably when it happened. When my stigma was carved into me.
What?
What the fuck? Does the stigma form from, like, traumatic experience or some shit? Is that how this shit works? Lady, that's fucked up, all right? I just want to throw that out there. That's fucking fucked up. Kevin's mom. You just fucked up your kid in the worst way possible. Where are we?
You would have thought a place like this existed or an orphanage.
This is where I finally caught up to the Jaeger who had you with him. He probably didn't think anyone was going to come after him. The second he saw me, he panicked. Putting his gun down, he ran over to this pedestal right in front of us. On it was the artifact that required sealing away I mentioned earlier. The Spear of Loa. Oh! You're crazy bullshit.
And what's the Spear of Loa?
My ass crap, bitch! A malignant spear that transforms the body of its wielder into that of a monster. It's hard to believe something like that could be a gift from the goddess, right? In any case, the cornered Jaeger grabbed it and used it. How do you even get down here? How do you know this place even existed? I didn't stand a chance. Much as I tried, I wasn't any match for the inhuman monster before me. He knocked me to the ground, and then went to raise the spear against the still unconscious you. That's all it took. Ah. Oh, okay. No, he was talking about this event. This is where his stigma formed. He wasn't talking about when his mom died. I got kind of confused by his transition there. My stigma drew all of the spear's power from it into itself and blasted it, magnified countless times over into the Jaeger's body. The result wasn't even a battle. I pressed his home and became a slaughterhouse. And by the end, it wasn't even recognizable. Just thousands of lumps of flesh strewn all over the floor. After defeating him, my stigma's power was still coursing through my body. I'd never experienced anything like that before. I lost complete control of myself. At this point, Rufina arrived, and she seemed to understand exactly what had happened. Using a bowgun and Templar sword, she was able to separate me from you and prevent me from doing you any harm. And then, uh-oh. Uh-oh. So Kevin, like, fucking lost his mind and killed Rufina? Oh, Jesus. Is that shit works? Oh, no! When I returned to my senses, I was in her arms, dumbfounded. Her body was full of holes all over, but she hugged me as tightly as she could. That's when she drew her last breath. Jesus. Well, no wonder Kevin fucking hates himself and wants to die on all these missions. And also why he never released his stigma again after that.
No.
There it is. The truth you wanted. It wasn't that I couldn't save Rufina. I was the one who killed her. With my own hands. Right in front of you.
But you didn't.
I didn't want to? Maybe not. But that's just an excuse. If I'd been able to control my stigma's power instead of letting it consume me and fill me with bloodlust, it wouldn't have happened. If I wasn't so weak, I'd still be alive today. That's not all either. Looking at her standing before me at the moment, she reminded me of my mother. She reminded me of my mom when she came to strangle me. Suddenly this feeling of betrayal welled up inside me. This desire for revenge. So I filled it full of spears. I loved them both. I wanted to protect them both. And what did I do? I killed them both. Me.
Why did you?
Why did I what?
Why didn't you tell me this before? 5 years apart, and this is the first time you're telling me this.
Sorry. I know I should have done it earlier. But now I have, and I'm ready for the consequences. So go on. If you want to avenge it, do it. If anything, it'd make me happy if you did.
You're so stupid!
What are you...
want to avenge her? It's not why I'm angry at all. Why have you shouldered a burden that great all this time, all on your own? We're family, Kevin. Why didn't you ever talk to me? Why didn't you ever let me hug you? Why didn't you let me do anything to help you?
Reese.
Reese. I finally understand. I always thought you were hunting down heretics as some kind of atonement for letting Rufina die. But that's not it at all, is it?
Come on, Reese.
I finally understand. You don't want to atone for anything. You don't want to get rid of your sense of guilt at all. You...
That's right. He wants to be punished for what he did. So who the fuck is this dude then? The Jaeger guy? Ah, it's me, Jaeger Man. Probably not.
Oh,
The Lord of Phantasma.
so that's what they look like, huh?
You have my congratulations on making it this far. Beyond here lies the seventh plane, the place of my birth, and the foundation of all planes hereafter. I thought so. And judging by how we have to go through here to get there, I was right, wasn't I?
Right about what?
Allow me to ask you once again. So, Kevin Graham, do you really want to see the face underneath this mask? Damn right I do. It's time to take that creepy mask thing and show us who you really are. Rufina Argent? What? With pleasure. What the fuck is going on?
Rufina? I miss you dearly, Reese. And as for you, Kevin, I'm impressed you're able to work out my real identity. Do you like my big spiky shoulder pads?
What the fuck? It wasn't hard. I had a feeling from the start. The answer was right in front of my face the whole time, and your every taunt should have made that much more sure. The only reason I couldn't be until now was because I didn't want to accept the truth.
Quite. You always were a weakling. You can imagine how surprised I was when you were able to defeat my strongest knight.
Always were a weakling. Jesus Christ. Rufina, were you this savage? What the fuck? You talking about the Blade Lord? What connections does he even have to you anyway?
I met him through my work. Oh, about 6 years ago. We were enemies at the time, but we managed to reach a compromise of sorts.
Oh, right. And that's what Louve brought up. That's what he actually brought that up in the fight. That's why you guys, I think that's why you guys want me to bring Kevin to that fight. Because he brought that up to him, and he was like, he said like, yeah, Rufina, and I was like, who? I had a fight with her, and she actually was able to keep up with them.
And he felt he owed me a debt for as much.
All right. So you ended up summoning him in order to save it, have him repay it. It's a crafty move, but not so out of character for you. What the fuck? Was Rufina like a psycho? What? Is she affected by something?
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. Still, not even made it this far. I assume you understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and I'm ready. Take me away.
Wait! What are you two talking about? I would have thought you worked the answer to that out already, Reese. Do you recall what I said before? Kevin wants to be punished. Then you... I was born here in order to give him the punishment he strives for with his every breath.
Oh. 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 Oh, I understand now. Oh, she's not real Rufina, obviously. Obviously. I was thinking, does she somehow, come back from the demon dead? Or that was a fake? No, she's born of his guilt. She literally wants her to come here to punish him. She wants Rufina to hate his guts and to literally punish him for what he did. I see. So who actually instigated all this? It wasn't even her, right? She was born from all this shit. So how did this whole situation start? What was actually the thing that started it?
I was born in here in order to give him the punishment he strives for with his every breath. It was to that end that I recreated Phantasma in its current form and welcomed all of you here. All of this was a result of Kevin's desires. He wanted this to happen. You're lying!
Sorry, she isn't. I couldn't tell you why it all actually happened, but what she says is true.
No.
The seventh plane is likely somewhere made for the express purpose of punishing me over and over. A fitting hell for someone who let his own mother die and killed Rufina to suffer and rot. And once I'm dropped down there, this will all be over. Can't be serious, Kevin.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense, but I still can't understand why.
Slap! Reese?
What do you think you're doing, Reese? That's not a very nice thing to do to your sister. Shut up! You're not my sister. My sister would never do something like this. Never!
Reese?
You promised me, Kevin. You promised me that you would never do anything that would make Rufina sad. So what do you think you're doing? How can you believe sacrificing yourself for everyone would make her happy?
Reese, stop.
Who are you to say it wouldn't? I might not be the real Rufina, but I'm a very close copy of her. If Kevin wants to be punished, why wouldn't I want to give him his wish? Because that's not how Rufina was at all! She'd never indulged something like that, not in 1,000 years! Think back to when you first met us, Kevin. You'd given up on the world, like you just wanted to disappear. But did she let you do that? No! She forced chocolate down your throat and dragged you back into the real world, even when you didn't want to, whether you liked it or not.
She made out with me?
Well, this is a surprise. You've grown up a lot more than I was expecting if you're able to talk back to me. Stop talking to me as if you're my sister. You are not, and I won't stand for you defiling her any further. Well, if that's how you want to do things, perhaps I should invite you in Kevin's place. Me?
What the fuck? No!
The rest of you can stand by and watch. It's the evil eye!
It's just like the one that devil used. Holy shit. Reese! Stop this, Rufina! She's got nothing to do with any of this!
Oh, but she has. Consider this another part of your punishment. After all, if she suffers for all eternity in your place, that's going to make your suffering all the more potent, isn't it?
Please.
Go ahead and do your worst. Oh?
Reese?
Drop me wherever you like. I'll live. I'm never going to let Kevin be alone again. I will come back to him. Fighting words, my sweet sister. We shall see whether you can make good on them.
Fucking
Kevin?
Fucking going nowhere, goddamn! Fall into the pits of hell!
Woo! Oh no, she lost her head thing!
Oh damn, he coming in hot!
Oh damn, this is cool as fuck. Hey. Hey, Reese. Wake up.
Kevin?
You okay? Feeling any pain?
No, I'm okay. I think. But why are you? I fell through that crack alone. So why are you?
You big dummy! Huh?
Me?
What were you thinking with all that taunting? Go ahead and do your worst. Draw me wherever you like. I'll live. Just how do you know you'll live? All right, you don't.
But
You're a squire, aren't you? A rookie like you with no experience or proper judgment has no business making calls that put her own safety at risk. If you can't promise to never do that again, then you and I both know you're not cut out to be part of the Grails Ritter. That's probably what I should be saying anyway, but it'd be real rich coming from me, huh? So I'll let you off with that little bop there.
huh?
Look around us. This is it. The seventh plane.
Wow.
Literally hell. Oh my god. Fucking Gehenna. Actual hell.
Gehenna.
Yep. It's just like the Testament's brought to life. And I'm the one responsible for bringing it all.
Oh.
After all, there's one place that's possible. It's Phantasma. I don't know how Rufina came back, but she did, with both memories and personality intact. And now after the good fortune of being punished by one of the very people I wronged, I really couldn't think of a more fitting punishment for a bastard like me. Everything she said was dead on. More than anything, I wanted to be punished. I figured that by accepting that punishment, all this would be done, and everyone else could go back to their lives. I thought I could be just like her, sacrificing my own life so everyone else could be saved. That wouldn't make me like her at all, would it?
No. She might have given up her life to save ours, but that wasn't because she was happy to throw away her life to protect someone else's. It was because she was so literally no other option. With me unconscious, she didn't even have a choice to retreat. There was no way out of the situation without one of the three of us losing our lives. That's the only reason she chose to do what she did.
Yeah. She was never the kind of person who would praise self-sacrifice as some kind of virtue. She'd only ever accept it as an option if all of the others had been exhausted. It was truly the only way.
Right. But this time, that's not the case. You're here. I'm here. All of our friends are here. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we could have found another way out of here. One where no one would have to die. You must have realized that, and you tried to take the easy way out, didn't you?
I hate to say it, but yeah, I did. It's a pretty shameful thing for a Dominion to be doing, huh? See? I've got no right to be criticizing you. I'm even less fit to be a knight than you. Still, staying around lamenting my own feelings isn't going to get us anywhere. So if you're for walking, let's get ourselves out of here.
Come again?
What are you looking so surprised for? You didn't think I was going to stay here and accept being punished for all eternity, did you?
Well, either that or stay here and wait for Rufina to show up again.
Listen here, Reese. I'm not going to deny there's a part of me, a big part, that wants to be punished for what I did. Or that there's a part of me that was overjoyed to see Rufina again, however it came to be. But I'm not alone down here. You're here with me. And believe me, that changes everything. As long as you're here, I'm not staying in this hellhole a second longer than I have to. We're getting out of here, you and me, no matter what it takes.
Right. Right.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this is, exciting. Just a little head thing here. I'm not, like, locked into endgame, am I? I'm almost like, it's like I didn't, like, miss the other star door or something along the way somehow. I kind of think I did. I wouldn't think I did, but just in case, we'll make another save. In hell! Nah, I think this will probably, like, we'll meet up with our friends and then we'll get, like, a full actual final boss thing, but... Shit, alright! Fucking hell, we got some answers today, boys and girls. Wow! Shit, that was cool. And also super fucking sad. No wonder Kevin's so jacked up. Alright, guys, I think this is probably a good spot to end things here for now. We were definitely starting to get to the nitty-gritty on this game, man. We've only got a couple doors left to see, and I think this is probably the last chapter, so we're definitely getting there. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite. It really does help me out. And subscribe if you're not already. Become a Peaky Penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.